Afternoon and welcome to St. Joe's High School Athletic Complex here in Kenmore, New York. We are getting ready for game 2 of our doubleheader today. Salamanca visiting St. Mary's of Lancaster. Should be an interesting matchup. We have a Monsignor Martin program going up against a Section 6 school. Always interesting when they meet on the field. Earlier today we had beautiful game. Timon St. Joe, Bishop Timon eking out a 31-28 win over Cardinal O'Hara. I'm Tony Kellerjury, joined by Frank Wolf. Frank will be joining us shortly. Temperature's gotten a bit chillier since the first game. Wind's not too bad, although I do see the flag moving across field. We'll see how it affects. Talked to Coach Bartosek before the game of Salamanca. He says they'd like to throw the ball today. We'll see how that goes for them. Don't know if the wind will play a part or affect it at all. We're getting ready for kickoff. Salamanca in the white, red, and gray. Kickoff goes all the way down to the 15. The return man was hoping it was going to go out of bounds, but it didn't. Wound up getting a decent return. So, St. Mary's will take over. I don't know if that was Johnson or best pitch on the return for St. Mary's. So they'll take over. They'll have a 1st and 10. 32-yard line. 23-yard line. St. Mary's with that triple-headed monster that they got going over there with Lewis, Manuel, and Wilson. They could strike at any point of the field. These guys are that explosive.
Tony, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, Frank.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back, baby.
Wilson in the shotgun. Looking to his left. Throws. Incomplete. No good there. Pass attempt intended for Alex Ellison. No good. 2nd down and 10 for St. Mary's. St. Mary's coached by Matt Ard. Salamanca by Chad Bartosek.
Good to see Matt Art on the sidelines. He had a real scary bout with COVID.
Short gain there. Yeah, glad to see that Matt is doing well. Third down and long. Salamanca defense pretty stout so far.
That's big number 60 coming off the field, Gerard White. He's also an all-league basketball player. This is a tremendous athlete, tough, punishing lineman. Salamanca did not come that hour and 45 minutes to look bad, Tony. They are hungry. They are ready to go. This is a hard-hitting team, a Chad Bartosek coach team. You know they came to play today.
Shotgun. Wilson back to pass. Rolling out. Under pressure. Escapes the rush. To his left. He's got room, but forced out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they had him on the run, collapse of the pocket there with the quarterback using his legs. Wilson, tremendous athlete in his own right, buys some time, couldn't find anyone downfield. Excellent coverage by this Warriors defense, and that's a nice defensive stand by Salamanca to start this game. And they're going to receive the ball here.
Punting situation for St. Mary's. Waiting for the snap. Punts up. End over end. And out of bounds. Not an ideal punt for St. Mary's.
We saw that in the first game, Tony. That was 23, a freshman, Lucas Brown, that was there waiting to receive a kick that never came to him. So Salamanca will have decent field position to start their offense. Have to see. This is a run first offense, Tony. Ground and pound kind of thing.
Well, he said he was going to try and throw today, so we'll see.
We'll have to. He told me they were going to run. He's got us all confused.
That's coach talk.
I'll tell you what, it is absolutely great seeing Coach Bartosek on the sidelines here in Kenmore, New York. legendary coach in Section 6, and he's still a young guy. But
I've had the opportunity to do work with him with USA Football and what they do to help us at the youth level. Hand off to the tailback up the left side. Nice little run there.
you're going to see a lot of Jesse Stallman today.
Number 47, Jesse Stallman. He's just a sophomore. 6 foot, 195 pounds. But he'll carry the rock a lot for Salamanca today. 2nd down and 3. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line.
Now, we know St. Mary's is explosive on offense, or can be. How is this defense?
McKenna in the shotgun. One back in the backfield. Waiting for the snap. Back to pass. Looking down at the center of the field. He's got a man. Overthrown. Pass intended for Harley Hogg. No good. His tight end.
Well, that's one way to stretch a defense. And he had the man open,
He
Tony.
did.
So just didn't work out for the Warriors on that play. That'll stop the clock and bring up 3rd and 3.
This is one of those plays where the quarterback's looking wide open, a little bit too much adrenaline.
I'm just hoping this second game lives up to that first game we had. O'Hara and Timon, just an absolute nail-biter. Came down to the end. Final play. Great game earlier.
McKenna's going to keep it himself off the right side, but he's tripped up as he crossed the line of scrimmage. I don't believe he got enough for a first.
No, they're going to spot this ball, I believe, just a yard short. And obviously this is 4-down territory for the Warriors. You see those buses in the parking lot?
Yeah.
That looked pretty cool.
Painted up in Salamanca colors. 4th down and 1.
See if they can't draw St. Mary's.
Bartosik was calling an audible. Under heavy pressure and sacked. McKenna was dropped. Looked like Manuel was there.
Jaquan Manuel quickly into the backfield, disrupted the play, got to the quarterback. Excellent pursuit of the ball by the defensive end. Huge loss, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, Tony. So great job by the St. Mary's Lancers.
Both defenses doing well early on. 9:25 remaining in the opening quarter.
St. Mary's first possession went 3 and out.
I would assume we're going to see some Manuel carrying the ball now. Sure enough, handoff to Manuel. The left side. Breaks free. Enough for a first down and then some. Got the ball close to the Salamanca 40. This kid is explosive when he touches the ball. Only 5'4", 168 pounds, but he runs like a cannonball.
You couldn't ask for a bigger hole, Tony. You could have ran 2 of those Salamanca buses through it.
First and 10 for the for St. Mary's. Wilson in the shotgun. Back in motion, pitch to the left side, and he's going to go nowhere. Number 33 for Salamanca, Ezra Stallman, in there with a great defensive play. St. Mary's tried to pitch it to Fred Johnson, but he got nowhere. Lost yards.
The Salamanca Warriors can get to the ball awful quick. They look small, but they're very athletic, very quick. I mean, the line is not big in height, but they're stocky. Except for number 60 out there, who's about 7'5" from here, anyways.
2nd down and 18. Rolling out right, throwing off balance. No good. Pass was intended for Johnson. Sailed out of bounds. They'll bring up 3rd down for the Lancers. Tony Kelligeri and Frank Wolf, WNY Athletics. We are live at St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute Kenmore, New York, St. Joe Sports Complex, home of the Marauders. Neutral field site for this game, St. Mary's versus Lancaster. Monsignor Martin versus Section 6.
This is the Scott Athletic Complex is what they call it now.
Back to pass. Looking. Here comes the rush. Throwing off balance to the right. Into a horde of players. Did he catch it?
Yes, he
Johnson
did.
Caught it at the 20-yard line. 4 players all scrummed up together, and Johnson is the one that came down with the ball.
So they're going to spot this at the 20. Looks like a 31-yard gain. Fresh set of downs for St. Mary's. Run first offense. They've got a nice passing play there, though, to keep this drive alive.
They're explosive, Frank. They got a nice offense. Handoff to the right side. Nothing much there for Manuel.
Just got maybe
about a yard.
Did they give him a yard?
Yeah.
Wow, they're giving him 2. looks like
generous
they're giving him 2 yards. Yeah.
Second down.
Merry Christmas
For the Lancers. Ball spotted on the 19-yard line. Wilson in the shotgun. Showing power left. Hand off to Manuel on the right side. Tried to go between the center guard gap. Nothing much there. Maybe another yard.
So it's going to be 3rd and 7. Maybe 3rd and 8. 3rd and 7.
It's just so quiet without having packed stands that we're used to.
Not a lot of fans.
No.
No bands. Should be
Most
a little.
times I feel like whispering.
I thought it'd be a little louder with Roger in the house.
Just wait till he makes his way up here.
Oh boy.
Wilson rolling out. Flag down. He's
going
to tuck it and keep it himself. Gets it close to the goal line.
I think that's coming back,
Yeah,
Tony,
I think
for
so
a
too.
hold. Yep.
You're right, Frank. A holding against St. Mary's. That'll bring them back. Push them back 15 yards. But still, it was a nice play by Wilson. Had that not had the holding penalty, we would be looking at a first down and goal.
Short yardage play.
So 3rd down, they're going to place it at the 7. No, they're going to place it at 33.
Let's see here. Backing them up, Tony. I'm horrible with math. Let's get that out of the way.
5:48 remaining in the opening quarter. Still no score. We say that because in almost every game that we've done, we've had scores early, really early. In fact, last week, St. Mary's against O'Hara, St. Mary's scored on the first play. Back to pass, Wilson throwing. He's got a man open. Caught. Nice move there. Crossing the 15-yard line. Great job there by Jack Bestpitch.
Yeah, he is another one of these athletes. He's got a brother, Tommy, that plays over at St. Francis. And Jack's a baseball player. And he could play receiver, too. I mean, he just had a nice grab there. A long 3rd down, get them to 4th and 4 there.
Ball's on the 14-yard line of Salamanca.
Definite 4-down territory here.
Wilson waiting for the snap. Back to pass. Pressure. Over the middle. Incomplete. He had Fred Johnson open. Ball goes off of the hands. Incomplete, so St. Mary's will turn it over. Salamanca now go on offense.
Not a bad drive, though, for St. Mary's. They found some rhythm. They were able to get down inside the 20, got it all the way down to the Salamanca 14. So definitely just as good as a punt, I guess, if you would, Tony. I mean, they didn't convert there. They didn't get the needed yardage, but look where Salamanca has to start this drive from.
Sure, 14-yard line. It's a long way to the other end zone. McKenna in the shotgun. Handoff. The right side. A 4 or 5 yard pickup there for Jesse Stallman.
I love it when these publics and privates play. I just do. It's good for this. It's good for Western New York to see how these public schools can stack up against their private schools. You go down to some other areas of the country, like Texas, parts of Dallas, some of those private schools cannot play with the public schools, and that's the way it should be. I mean, these public schools, they have so many more players, kids to work with, athletes to draw from. It should be that way.
Well, then the issue always comes down to recruiting.
Well, that's their job.
Yep.
I mean, if you run a good program, kids are going to want to stay.
Yep.
They're not. They don't care.
You have a winner, that's where they want to go.
So, I mean, if you look at a program like Lancaster, Eric Rupp runs, or Clarence, Coach Bergio, those are very good programs, top to bottom. And, of course, the work Chad Bartosik is doing down here in Salamanca. He's got that modified program going all the way up to JV and varsity. And that's just what you have to do. You know, build trust with your players. Get to them young. Get them at the modified level. Get them in your program. Let them know how things work.
Well, get involved with your youth programs. That's your feeder system.
There's a couple programs.
It always drives me nuts that, you know, high school coaches that don't want nothing to do with their youth program, and they're usually the programs that struggle.
I can think of a number of them that aren't too far from where you live that just aren't paying attention to what's going on in youth, and then you wonder why they end up at Canisius, Tony.
That's right.
So it's going to be 2nd and 6 for Salamanca. It's 4:20 on the scoreboard. No score. This is game 2. It's game 2 of 2 for you and I, but it's game 2 of 3 for Russ Battaglia, who's got to be heading down to Dunkirk after this game.
That's a long day.
It is. He's going to be doing Fredonia, Chautauqua Lake with Tom Prince and Jake Fyack. That's coming up at 7 o'clock tonight down at Dunkirk High School as they're hosting Fredonia and Chautauqua Lake. Nice of Dunkirk to do that.
Pitch out, Stallman cuts it back inside, breaking tackles. He's got enough for a first down, about the 28-yard line.
Just a nice hard run by Stallman, a senior here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Jesse is the sophomore. There's another Stallman, but Jesse is just a sophomore, 6 foot, just under 200 pounds. And talking to Coach Bartosik before the game, he said that this was an athlete. This was a pure runner. He wished he had a bunch of these guys. He's got a big heart on this player, plays both ways, tough as nails kid. It looks like they got St. Mary's to jump. Maybe not.
Yeah, McKenna was going to pitch it to...
Ball start on Salamanca. We've seen Salamanca attempt 1 pass so far today. Everything else has been a run. St. Mary's has attempted 5 passes, or 2 of 5 passing. We'll have stats for you at halftime, thanks to our graphic designer, Tim Gardner, doing a phenomenal job. Next stop, ESPN for him.
No doubt.
Still movement on the line here, and we talked about this, Tony. These teams didn't get a lot didn't really get going. There wasn't really much of a preseason, if anything. You know, they kind of threw the season late. A lot of teams didn't get enough practices in to really work on things like this. Practicing hard counts and things
I could tell you right now, this is driving Chad Bartosik and Aaron Hill crazy, because they're both clinicians for USA Football, and you know they're sticklers for doing things the right way, the safe way, and I'm sure they wish they had more practice time. 1st and 10 for Salamanca. McKenna in the shotgun. Pitch to Stallman on the right side. He's met immediately in the backfield by Manuel.
That was a big league hit there by Jaquan. 5'4" senior. Plays like he's 6'4", though. My goodness. He got back there like a bowling ball.
Great technique. Helmet to the side, shoulder pad to the midsection, wrap around the legs, nowhere for the back to go.
So Salamanca loses 7 yards on that play?
Yeah.
Wow.
Second down and 17. Ball spotted on the 21. 2:50 remaining in the opening quarter. McKenna in the shotgun. Single back. Rolling out to his right. Throwing to his right. He's got a man. They say caught or incomplete.
Have to wait and see. The judge on the far side called it. It looks like he called it a catch. They're spotting it, Tony.
Yeah.
At the 36-yard
and we have an injury.
line. Yeah, I did see a player. It was Cole Headland who made the catch for Salamanca, a junior, 5'11", made a great catch, forced out of bounds, dropped it, and he's still on the sideline. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in just a few moments. You're watching on WNYathletics.com.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
We're back. Injury timeout on the play. Seeing the coaches and the trainer on the opposite side. Now they're helping him up. Look like an ankle sprain.
We're looking for scores from around Western New York high school football today. If you get a chance, you want to tweet at us at WNY Athletics or tweet at Wolf3328. Get us some scores from around Section 6 today. That'd be appreciated. I know Niagara Wheatfield is at Lockport. Francis Beck covering that game for us. I forget where Tom Prince is today. I know he's out somewhere. He's at a game.
Cole Headland is the injured player for Salamanca, making his way to the sidelines.
So they did rule that an incomplete pass after all. So Salamanca is now looking at a 3rd and 17 from their 21, 2:32 on the score clock.
McKenna in the shotgun. 4 receivers set. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. Avoids the rush. Rolling out of pocket, throwing to his left side.
That one's
That's
caught.
caught by number 21 for Salamanca, Harley Hogg.
He's been
Hogue.
targeted a couple of times, and there he comes with the big catch. McKenna showed a lot of poise in the pocket, waited for his receiver to get open, waited for something to happen downfield, found his man open about midfield, and delivered a strike. And Salamanca is at midfield, 1st and 10, 2:11 on the clock. It's winding down. So Salamanca showing that they can throw the ball, Tony.
Yep. 3rd down, and 1st down and 10. Yard marker is yet to adjust. McKenna's going to keep it on the right side. And maybe 3 or 4 yards on the carry. Still trying to churn those legs.
Broke one tackle.
About time the referee blows the whistle.
Yeah, forward progress stopped at about the 45-yard line, it seemed. We'll have to see where they spot this ball. But he was following those lead blockers. White, number 60. We already brought his name up a couple of times. I mean, he is a big boy. Look at 74. He's tall, too. 74 is Elon Quigley, 6 feet, 215.
Yeah, and then you throw in Cody Shinners. They have a lot of good big boys there. 2nd down and 5 on the 44. McKenna in the shotgun. End in motion to the right. Handoffs. Up the middle. It's going to be enough for a 1st down for Jesse Stallman.
I expected this to be a hard-hitting game, especially in the trenches, and it's living up to the hype. There's a lot of people being pushed around today, both sides. It's been a dogfight in the trenches so far.
First down for Salamanca. McKenna getting the play in from the sideline.
It's just so weird playing like technically on a neutral site like this. This is a neutral site. Nothing technical about it. It is a neutral site. It's amazing.
McKenna keeps it himself up the left side. Tripped up just shy of the 30-yard line.
The ball came loose.
I believe he
At
was
the
down.
end of that run, Trevor Sheehan was there for St. Mary's, made the tackle. It was like a shoelace tackle.
Ball spotted at the 29. I mean the 31, rather. Second down for the Warriors. Three receivers set, two to the right, one to the left. Two backs in the backfield, McKenna, and we have a timeout. No, the quarter ended. All right, we'll take a break. That ends the first quarter. Still no score. WNYathletics.com presents high school.
I love being home.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen.